Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They try again with Lewis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. David Harris. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Brady to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. 23 yards on the play.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Steven Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And Brady will sneak it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. First down, it's Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the press. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Going deep this time for Miller. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long, it's Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the gun, it's Brady. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And Miller with it over the middle. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They keep it with Miller on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Skirts by him at the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is the running back, Blue. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bryant Cushing. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Texans coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the ground. 2nd fewest in the league. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So this is Lewis. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
20, 22.
Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Sugar.
Shift together here from the D-line. They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
In the red zone this time. Brady to throw again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Hopkins. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And Watson's going to throw it here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake. Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive...